Consciousness time cells is another name for a special kind of memory seed atom. There are memory seed atoms within our DNA divine blueprint which were programmed to activate at certain stages of our life. There are also event-activated memory seed atoms, which occur when an individual triggers either higher frequency MSAs or lower frequency MSAs containing our gifts, talents, and attributes, or our karmic tests and challenges within our current divine blueprint. During our drama of life, these memory seed atoms are activated by our thoughts, intention, and interactions with others. For this sub-universal experiment in duality and diversity within our lower frequency third or fourth dimensional reality, our divine blueprint was programmed so we would have specific memory seed atom, soul, or higher self, downloads of advanced, higher vibrational patterns at these approximate ages. The first soul memory seed atom was implanted in the fetus diamond core God cell while within the womb. The second download occurred around 7 years of age. The third MSA soul fragment merged within the sacred heart core around 12 to 14 years of age. The fourth merge occurred in the early 20s. The fifth one was scheduled to download in the late 30s or early 40s. The sixth one was designed to merge with the physical vessel in the mid-50s. I was also told that the last download, the seventh, should occur sometime in our mid to late 60s. However, over the course of each early lifetime, if a person actively and purposely strives to evolve into a self-master on the path of ascension, the process would be much different. At whatever age, if we have harmonized and balanced our four lower bodily systems, physical, mental, emotional, and etheric, and we are actively embodying and using the wisdom and talents of our current lifetime divine soul blueprint, we will automatically be granted entry onto an accelerated path of ascension. Over time, this process will facilitate and ultimately result in a progressive downloading of the many higher frequency facets of our oversoul higher self. And, eventually, we would gain admission into the entry level of the fifth dimension. That is our goal and mission for this lifetime. However, if the Sacred Heart Center is not open and active by the time we reach mid to late 60s, when the Kundalini energy surge from the root chakra reaches the closed heart chakra, it will turn downward, lodging within and negatively affecting the three lower chakras. Root chakra instinctual or survival first dimension, sacral chakra emotional or sexual second dimension, solar plexus will or power center third dimension. It explains why so many older people in their later years become so bitter, angry, and disillusioned. They have been existing on the minimum amount of primal life force energy. Therefore, all of their negative frequency patterns that have not been purified and harmonized by the higher frequencies of light will be dramatically enhanced, and they will be stuck in the negativity of their past history. Sadly, they will have to experience the same lessons in a more intense manner in another lifetime. Also, in addition, the person's storehouse portion of memory seed atom of adamantine particles will never have been activated or used for their good and for the benefit of the earth and humanity. Beloved Archangel Michael has also told us that this is a unique time on planet Earth. The current Piscean age blueprint has ended, and we are now moving swiftly into the higher frequency patterns of the age of Aquarius. We are in an era of dramatic astrological changes, and we are also in an accelerated mode of evolution and ascension. Before we agreed to and were accepted to become a Weishauer, star seed, light worker on Earth during this lifetime, we were given a golden promise. The promise was that in this one lifetime, we would have an opportunity to access and tap into the dynamic cosmic life substance of our entry-level, sacred triad, and the higher frequencies of light within the fifth dimension. That is why so many of us are moving forward by leaps and bounds, accessing, integrating, radiating ever-increasing wisdom, love, and light. Full integration of the wisdom of the 5 higher galactic rays was the golden promise we were given. Archangel Michael tells us, this is why it is so important that you diligently seek to balance and harmonize your 4 lower bodily systems, the 7 chakras, mind centers of your third and lower fourth dimensional vessel. This is necessary so that the radiance of spirit, the 5 higher rays of galactic consciousness, may pour forth into and through you. As you honor and balance the body through pure, loving thoughts and actions. By practicing deep, vitalizing breathing and energizing activity, you will create a perfect environment for your fifth dimensional, white fire memory seed atom of creator essence, to take full dominion and residency within your physical vessel. Forever love and angel blessings. Rana The golden promise will then be fulfilled. This is the path of ascension. New rules for ascending humanity. Beloved masters, many of you are experiencing the cutting edge of creative existence as you rapidly move through the remaining distortions of your old reality into a more clearly defined life and viewpoint. However, your emotional and mental awareness are still at odds and battling with the dichotomy of old and new thought forms and beliefs that are swirling around you. Symbolically, in one hand you are holding your justly earned higher vibrational awareness and wisdom as you test and validate your newly expanded senses. You are beginning to become accustomed to the many small and large miraculous manifestations that are occurring in your everyday life. Yet, on the other hand, you are still endeavoring to juggle the swirling mass of distorted thought forms prevalent in the common mass consciousness belief system of humanity. The Earth and humanity are deep in the throes of the remaining vestiges of the old third or fourth dimensional reality, thereby perpetuating fear, lack, separation, and the deep-seated need to control and dominate others. It is truly a cosmic dance you are in the midst of, and what we are endeavoring to do is help you find the harmonic cadence and beat which will allow you to waltz, glide, and surf on the crests of the new age waves of change, as well as modify the troughs or lows in between. Have we not told you many times before, this great drama all of humanity is now experiencing is not about light or dark, good or evil, negative or positive, right or wrong, for there are many shades, interpretations, and levels of truth within each of these concepts. What you are seeking is the middle or balanced path. This entails bringing all the facets of your being, the physical, emotional, mental, and etheric bodies back into harmony once more so that they are resonating compatibly, and they complement and strengthen each other. First, you accomplish this in what could be seen as a horizontal fashion, whereby you reintegrate all the energetic facets of yourself you have created within your etheric body and auric field. You focus within on each chakra mind center, and through your enlightened intent, you gradually reprogram each of these centers, thereby replacing old disempowering vibrations with new refined memory seed atoms of creator consciousness. As you do so, the refined energy from each center radiates outward, redefining and harmonizing the attributes and qualities that pertain to each particular energy center. As we have taught before, as you harmonize these energy centers, one by one, you activate and reconnect the 7 seals of higher consciousness, which ignites the etheric pillar of light or rod of power that runs through your physical vessel, along your spinal column. As a result, you gain access to the more rarefied vertical levels of consciousness known as your higher self and superconscious mind. By doing so, this speeds up the process of returning your out-of-balance cross of matter to its designed spectrum of light and shadow, or the middle path of duality and polarity. Those of you who are deep in the midst of this transformational process at this time are experiencing many conflicting patterns of thought. However, you are learning to be an observer of the process and view your everyday drama of life from the higher vantage point of a master. You are experiencing fewer and less dramatic lows, and you are processing these more quickly, so that you may move back into your center of power. However, it is also a critical time of testing your ability to claim what is to be your highest truth, and to maintain your balance as the waves of change ebb and flow. As you become accustomed to observing your world from a loftier viewpoint, you will be able to sense the energetic probable future timelines, which those around you are creating with their positive or negative thought forms and actions. You will intuitively see what is ahead of them if they continue on their present course, possibly not the particular details but the uplifting or stressful results of their actions. Just as we cannot interfere or resolve your problems for you, you should not try to intercede for those around you. What you can do is not get caught up in their negative dramas. You can serve best by being an unwavering example and staying firmly in the power of your heart center, each and every moment, no matter what occurs in the world around you. The universal laws of cause and effect, known as karma, have always been an inherent rule of creation, whereby all co-creators within the material planes of consciousness must experience what they create. The fall into the density of miscreation, whereby your auric field and bodily form were gradually permeated with the negative vibrations of fear, guilt, shame, feelings of unworthiness, and self-doubt, resulted in the formation of a great karmic board and the mighty wheel of karma. Too often those who are struggling with the early stages of self-mastery find that they cannot stand the pressure of the dramatic changes taking place within their personal world, and so they shift back into the frequency patterns which are comfortable. Even though they are dissatisfied and unhappy with their current personal reality, it is familiar territory and they are not ready to move beyond the strong bonds of the mass consciousness belief patterns. These fragments of self that each of you have created are very strong-willed, and for many dear souls it is a difficult struggle to gain control of the lower self. With the assistance of your personal fifth-dimensional council of light, before you incarnated into each lifetime, you chose the specific, negative vibrational patterns from past lives that you wished to transform into balance and harmony. Each of you were placed in a particular holographic, energetic environment with specific frequency patterns, which would be most advantageous in assisting you to learn the life's lessons you chose to rectify. In addition, you were given special talents, gifts, and strong inclinations to assist you in fulfilling your life's mission. The exact situations you would experience were not planned. However, it was planned for you to be exposed to situations that would give you the greatest opportunity to heal and harmonize the imbalanced frequencies within your physical, mental, emotional, and etheric bodies. Each soul incarnates into the ancestral family lineage and the frequency pattern hologram that will create the picture of reality for your greatest opportunity. Each soul must agree to the chosen plan. The awakening of self from an unconscious state of being is one of the most dramatic steps in the evolutionary process of humankind. In order to become self-conscious, you must become aware of what is happening in your personal world. You must sharpen your thinking process and learn to live in the moment, or the now moment. In order to gain experience and wisdom, you must think about what you want to remember, and what you wish to retain in your memory bank. The unconscious of self person drifts randomly through life, usually not thinking of what the consequences of his or her actions will be, therefore, they are seemingly tossed about by the whims of fate. As you shift from self-judgment to self-love, it will create a resonance that extends beyond the physical body and it will begin to affect others. When it grows forceful enough, it can even assist in the healing process for those within your sphere of influence. One of the changes in the universal laws for the New Age is that humanity has been given a divine dispensation, which no longer requires that you balance or harmonize a major portion of the negative vibrational patterns you have created before you can ascend into the entry level of the fifth dimension, only 51%. When you have done so, you move into a gradually progressive state of grace. Thereafter, you are assisted in moving through the remaining 49% very quickly, as you gain the wisdom of your experiences instead of wading through the lessons of cause and effect situations. Now it is important that you understand, you are being offered the gift of releasing all past life karma and any karmic debts from this lifetime as well. However, you are still responsible for the thoughts, actions, and deeds that you initiate now and in the future. My brave ones, how bright and warm is your sacred fire? Does it blaze brightly and warm the hearts of others? Or is it a feeble flame, not even strong enough to warm your own heart? Cold-hearted is not a term associated with a true bearer of God light. Remember, you always have a choice. You may journey through the shadow lands with those who helped create them, or you may walk with delight in the radiance of the light of spirit. We are always near to assist you, however, you must traverse the path of freedom under your own will or power and wisdom. You are loved most profoundly. I am Archangel Michael.